Okay, so this is my fish tank, 6 foot, 125 gallon, 6 foot long. Give you a little side view. All right, we'll start with the top. It's a, we can zoom in under here if that'll show. It's an 8-bulb T5HO. So there's 4 on this side, 4 on this side. 2 blue type bulbs, like a ATI Aqua Blue Plus. Then there's Aqua Blue Special. There's a purple bulb, I think it's and a white bulb on each side. It's all digitally controlled. Oh, and there's also LEDs inside as well. So the LEDs are controlled with the sun setter here, which does the ramp up, ramp down of the LEDs. They come on first. Then this controller here controls the T5HOs. So the 2 blues or the 4 blues come on first, and then an hour later the bright whites come on. So it kind of acclimates everything. This guy here controls the fan. So if we look up on top, I don't know if you can see that. There's 4 fans on the top. Each of them blow over their own ballast and electronics, and then come out through the bottom here and blow out the sides. And the fans are all digitally controlled with the controller here, and the fans ramp up and ramp down according to the temperature. Okay. The system has a coast-to-coast overflow box here. It's almost full coast-to-coast. It's a 90% coast-to-coast, so that I have room for the returns on each side. So there's a return on that side and return on this side as well. Right, and that's fed with a Mag 18 pump. As you can hear, this system is virtually quiet. This fish tank is in my living room, so that was one of the main requirements, was to have it whisper quiet. It has 3 drains, so 1 full siphon, 1 standby trickle siphon, and then the emergency siphon. Super quiet. It's all netted in, so that we don't get any jumpers. All right. The light itself is adjustable height. And here we have the auto feeders. These little guys here I just put on here because I find sometimes the auto feeder, the pellets will drop onto the floor, and one of my 2 dogs will eat the fish pellets. So this just kind of helps, all the pellets get directed that way and not bounce back out. Everything's controlled with a reef keeper right here. It does automatic feed, so it shuts all the pumps off, the skimmer off, the ATO off, and then the feeders feed. That happens at 7 p.m. So it's very, very low maintenance. Okay. The stand, let's get a little side view as well. The stand is custom built, and we'll take a look inside in a second here. All right. So here's the 2 bulk reef supply media canisters. The first one has gravel. The first one has GFO. Second one has gravel. All right. Here we can see the auto top-off reservoir. That's controlled by a JBJ auto top-off system. There's also a sensor in there that's connected to the reef keeper that lets you know when this water gets low. So it flashes on the screen of the reef keeper over there and lets you know that the auto top-off needs to be filled up. The first section of the sump is where the drain lines go into. So we've got the full siphon here. It's all 1.5 inches. It's adjustable, so you can get it dialed in perfectly. Second one's the trickle, and then we've got the emergency line here. It then goes into the socks, the dual socks here, and they just simply lift in and out. Okay, a whole bunch of socks come with it. Here you can see also the return lines from the canister filters. Next chamber is the Bubble Magnus Curve 7 skimmer. Wonderful skimmer, works excellently. All right. Second chamber here is the refugium. Sorry, so we've got all sorts of plant material. There's more rock and stuff in the bottom. The 2 heaters are in the bottom here. They are also controlled by the reef keeper. And then we've got a light that stays on 24/7. It's actually an LED floodlight and works quite well. I've got to hack this out once a month. That's how much stuff grows in here. We then have the bubble chamber and then the return with the mag in it. This here is vinegar for dosing, and it's set on a doser right up here. It's a nice capped doser. Okay. And we have a fan here that's also controlled by the Reef Keeper that turns it on when the temperature gets too high. So it'll turn the heaters off, obviously, and then the fan will kick on and do evaporative cooling. There's part of the Reef Keeper here, up there. And like I said, it controls the pumps, it controls the skimmer, auto top-off sensor. There is a little, what is that called? SW5 right back there. Sensors plugged into it. I also have a maintenance button right here, so you push this button when you want to do a water change and it shuts all the pumps and the skimmer and everything else off. Floats are in this section here for the JBJ top-up, auto top-off. Okay. The system with the light here, when I put it in service mode, when I do a water change, I flick this switch, and then I've got a drain here, right here, that plugs in where I can plug the unit in and drain everything. Back here we can also see the two Jebo wave controllers. So there's one here, one on the other side, and then two at the back as well. They're all running at about 30%, so I don't get huge waves in here. The two in the back are just to make sure there's flow in the back. As you can see, I can grow SPS, I can grow LPS, I can grow just about everything. Anemones, I have many anemones. I started with 2, I probably have about 20 now. Don't mind this cyano, I ran out of vinegar for a while and forgot to add it, so that'll come back under control once the carbon dosing comes back up. Okay, so this is everything that's included here. You get the whole fish tank, the light, all the stuff. I've got all sorts of test kits and timers and cleaning gear and all that stuff that I will include with it. Okay, let me just close these doors. Just a little more look at the actual fish tank itself. Okay, side view. Everything's enclosed, boxed in, looks nice. I've put a lot of money into this fish tank. It's been running 10 years now, not a single crash or issue or everything else. I do water changes about once a month, and I'll show you that system. Like I said, you flick the switch, put it in service mode, shuts all the pumps down. I drain the water and then top back up. And I'll show you the top off system. Here's just a closer view of some of the corals and the fish. There's Dory, there's Nemo. He moves around to whichever anemone he likes to work. Foxy's back there. It's a one-spot fox face. We got some more corals here that just grow like crazy. There's Foxy. I've got mushrooms as well. Okay. Now I will take you downstairs in a second and show you. There's other fish in here too. They're all hiding. There's some, I forget what he is, a wrasse of some sort, and there's a few others in here as well. All right, I'll take you downstairs now and show you the top up, or the RODI system and the saltwater mixing station.